Hey guys and gals on YouTube, how y'all doing? Dave Boyd here, and between shifts, I've been watching some of the drama about the bricks and minifigs. That's probably notification, and it's just a rough situation. I mean, up here we don't really have any real resellers. There's been a few stores popped up here and there, but they just don't seem to have the traction, or people just they're not serious about running it. Anyways, so I was thinking about, like, why does the stores even exist? Why does a bricks and minifig store or coin shop, or we know what pawn shops exist, but these specialized stores in these different communities, why they exist? Well, when it comes to collections, it's because we're a community. Let me give you an example straight up. When I was homeless, that's like 2000, about 20 years ago. This is from 2000. I found this. It's 1 ounce silver dollar, and it's a bullion device, but it does have a face value of $1. So currently it's worth about, what, 70 some bucks. They won't really give you that for it, but that's what the spot price is. This right here, it's all beat up. It's worth actually quite a bit less. That's not the point. I just carry it as a bauble. My point is, it's a 1 ounce silver. We all know that. Most have an idea what the value is, but it's marked $1. And I was at a pawn shop, speaking of pawn shops, and I watched a woman. And to this day, maybe I should have said something, but I didn't want to get kicked out of the store because I wanted to buy a gun there. She sold 3 rolls. There's $20 to a roll, 20 ounces to a roll. So she sold 60 ounces for $60. And she was very upset. They said, no, it only says $1. They're only worth $1 a piece. And of course, had she looked around the store, she would have seen they were, at the time, it was years ago, they were charging about 60 bucks a piece in the store for them. A piece. And these were mint fresh rolls in the tubes, U.S. mint marks. And it's very easy for people to say, well, she's stupid, this and that. Okay, I've heard all the comments. I'm stupid for not saying anything. I should have said something, whatever. Okay, and that's probably true. But like I said, I want to get a deal on the gun. Well, the reason I'm getting a deal on the gun is because somebody didn't know what the gun was worth, or because they were desperate, they gave it away, and I was able to get a deal there. We could spend a whole Saturday sipping coffee or soda, eating cookies or whatever, pizza, and spend the whole day talking about collections. I collect old Transformer G1, G.I. Joe stuff too. I don't really talk about much on the channel, but I have a lot of interest in old toys, antiques. I do a side business selling sneakers too. And every collection's got it. Many people out there, that arm print of Boba Fett from the Cloud City set, it's just a silly little minifigure. So every day we go forth, we talk about being good and trying to treat each other with respect. But check this out. The temptations are there. The pawn shop, they rooked that woman. They took advantage of her. Whoever bought that gun took advantage of somebody. What if somebody said they got this correct arm Boba Fett from the 2003 UCS set, and they only $1 because that's it. It's crazy to pay more than that for it. Do you tell them what's worth? It's worth $1,400, even the condition it's in. Is it maybe a fake? Maybe you're about to get scammed into it. Although for $1, probably not. Every day we have the opportunity to make it better or make it worse. Everything comes in tiny little slices. Each one of those decisions changes your soul, who you are. The problems with bricks and minifigures is not the store. It's not the idea of it. It's a person who did that, who caused all this. Don't make up your mind how you're going to deal with somebody if that Lego set comes along, or that coin, or that knife, or that gun, or that car. That woman picked up that junk 55 Gullwing for 150 bucks. She's a millionaire now. You can't force somebody to take more money. That's not what I'm saying. It may not be about money. It might be someone asks you questions about something. But each time that decision comes up, check your heart. Literally, pray about it. What would God do? What is the right thing to do? If you keep choosing the wrong thing, I did one time, a long time ago. I couldn't resist good deals, and I started making more and more wrong decisions. They became easier and easier to get, till my whole moral compass was shifted over just a little bit more. Yeah, I don't want that for anybody. And this whole thing with the store, it's brought this to light. And like I said, we could spend all weekend instead of talking about Legos, something cool, talking about these stores and these rip-off artists and things that have happened in our lives, or we've heard about, or we've seen, or maybe even been part of. Anyways, that's enough serious conversation. Let's get back to seeing what things Lego's going to release for us to ponder over, or maybe to just sleep on. Appreciate you guys, you guys and gals out there. Be well, be safe. Give me comments. Tell me what you think. Until next time, ciao.